Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. First of all, thank you Murtada bhai for your all arrangements in addition to the group moderation since the beginning. मैं अपनी कन्वर्सेशन उर्दू इंग्लिश मिक्स रखूंगा, तो आई होप ज़्यादातर हमारे पास उर्दू लिसनर्स हैं. जस्ट टू गिव अ बैकग्राउंड, मेरे ख्याल लास्ट वीक अबू मुर्तज़ा भाई से डिस्कशन हुई थी और कुछ उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट किया कि भाई जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन या जो भी नॉलेज है वो ग्रुप में शेयर होनी चाहिए. तो उन्होंने मुझसे रिक्वेस्ट की कि भाई आप अपनी बेस पे जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास है वो ग्रुप मेंबर से शेयर कर सकते हैं. तो आज जो है वो उसके लिए टॉपिक सेलेक्ट हुआ था, एग्जिट एंड एंट्री स्ट्रेटजीज. ओवरऑल ग्रुप में डिस्कशन चलती रहती है माशाल्लाह. कुछ हमारे सीनियर मेंबर्स हैं जो ग्रुप में काफ़ी कॉल्स भी देते रहते हैं और डिस्कशंस भी करते रहते हैं. लेकिन यूजुअली एक कॉमन क्वेश्चन रहता है कि भाई एग्जिट या एंट्री स्ट्रेटजी या कब एग्जिट लेनी है, कब एंट्री लेनी है. तो उससे रिलेटेड कुछ ओवरऑल डिस्कशन है. तो हम इसको जो है वो थोड़ा फॉर्मली अभी स्टार्ट करते हैं. अब मुर्तज़ा भाई से तो एक एक्स्ट्रा और फेवर लेनी पड़ी है कि अभी जो है वो स्लाइड्स आपको चलानी पड़ेगी. तो आप नेक्स्ट स्लाइड करिएगा मुर्तज़ा भाई. ओवरऑल कंटेंट जो है वो थोड़ा रैंडम सा ही है. मैं कोशिश करूँगा विद इन 15 मिनट्स जो स्लाइड्स हैं वो ख़त्म हो जाए और चले जाएंगे. एक ओवरऑल बैकग्राउंड मैंने आपको जैसे बताया कि अभी हमारी लास्ट वीक डिस्कशन हुई थी. ग्रुप माशाल्लाह सबके सामने 2-3 ग्रुप्स हैं जो चल रहे हैं, उसमें ओवरऑल डिस्कशन चलती रहती है. तो आज अटेंडीज में भी ज़्यादातर वही हैं. कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन मैं अपने बारे में बता दूंगा कि मेरा अपना बैकग्राउंड क्या है. ट्रेडिंग साइकोलॉजी, कुछ रैंडम चीज़ें हैं जो हमें एग्जिट एंड एंट्री स्ट्रेटजीज के लिए काम आएंगी. उसका हमेशा ख्याल भी करना चाहिए ड्यूरिंग इन्वेस्टमेंट और ड्यूरिंग ट्रेडिंग. फिर हम आखिर में जो है वो चार्ट्स पे भी कुछ ओवरऑल डिस्कशन कर लेंगे. आज के लिए भी कर लेंगे, कल भी दोपहर में इंशाल्लाह कुछ वक्त है तो उसको देख लेंगे. नेक्स्ट. मेरा बैकग्राउंड बाय प्रोफेशन में एक सिविल इंजीनियर हूँ. मास्टर्स भी मैंने सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में किया है. बाकी मेरी ट्रेडिंग जर्नी जो है वो स्टार्ट हुई थी. मैंने शुरू में जो है म्यूचुअल फंड्स में, मेरा ताल्लुक पाकिस्तान से है, तो मैंने पाकिस्तान में म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट 2017 वगैरह उससे पहले करके रखी हुई थी. बट बहुत सारों की यानी जर्नी ऐसी ही होती है. इनिशियली जो है वो आप एंटर होते हैं मार्केट के अंदर, फिर शायद कुछ प्रॉफिट नज़र आता है, फिर कुछ डाउनफॉल आता है और फिर आपको ये लग रहा होता है कि मार्केट आपके लिए नहीं है. इन एनी केस कोविड के दौरान जो है वो जब कुछ टाइम की रिलैक्सेशन हुई तो उस वक्त कुछ ट्रेनिंग का सोचा. तो मेरे पास उस वक्त जो है कुछ सरमाया की ही जो है वो ट्रेनिंग्स के ऑप्शंस थे जो मुझे नज़र आए थे. बाकी काफ़ी सारे जो है वो कंटेंट आपको पता है कि ओवरऑल हमारे पास यूट्यूब पे भी अवेलेबल है और बहुत सारे माशाल्लाह ट्रेनर्स भी मौजूद हैं. मैं अपनी मेरा ओवरऑल जर्नी जो है वहीं 2020 में स्टार्ट हुई. मैंने टेक्निकल एनालिसिस का भी कोर्स किया. फिर उसके अलावा मुफ्ती वैस पराचा साहब होते हैं पाकिस्तान में, उनकी भी जो है कुछ ट्रेनिंग थी क्रिप्टो से रिलेटेड, शरिया कंप्लायंस से रिलेटेड है, फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ कैपिटल मार्केट सरमाया की, वो मैंने 2020 में भी ली थी. फिर उसके अलावा एक और उनका नेक्स्ट वर्जन था लास्ट ईयर, वो भी मैंने लिया था. एक मनी माइंडसेट का जो है वो सेमिनार कोर्स है, वो भी मैंने इनका लिया था. बाकी फिर क्रिप्टो वर्स का मेरा अगेन दोबारा अभी भी कोर्स चल रहा है. ऑलमोस्ट तकरीबन मेरी कोई 5-6 ट्रेनिंग्स हैं जो कि मैं कंटिन्यूस पिछले 2021 से लेकर अभी तक स्टिल चल रही है. ओवरऑल जर्नी में जो है वो मेरा इन सब चीज़ों में यानी बैकग्राउंड है और जो भी मेरी इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो इन्हीं से रिलेटेड होगी. तो डेफिनेटली आपके पास कंटेंट हर जगह से अवेलेबल हो सकता है, लेकिन जो भी मेरे पास समरी है वो मैं आप लोगों से शेयर कर रहा हूँ. नेक्स्ट करेंगे तो भाई. नेक्स्ट. ये ICS का हमारे कुछ ग्रुप्स हैं. कुछ लड़के हैं जो शरिया कंप्लाइंस पे काम करते हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 100 के करीब है. वो एनालिस्ट हैं, तो US मार्केट और सऊदी मार्केट को भी हम देख रहे होते हैं. बहरहाल मैंने सोचा है कि ट्रेडिंग के लिए जो है वो हम किस तरीके से स्टार्ट करें. क्या ट्रेडिंग जो है वो एक ओवरऑल एक स्किल है या इसको हम किसी चीज़ से रिलेट कर सकते हैं. तो आप अगर कोशिश जितनी भी ट्रेडिंग की बुक्स देखेंगे तो आप चेक करेंगे कि ओवरऑल ट्रेडिंग को जो है वो कोरिलेट किया जाता है हमेशा जो है वो एक कंप्लीट लाइफ सर्कल से. और जो भी ट्रेडिंग कर रहा होता है उसको नज़र आता है कि जितनी भी जब आप ट्रेडिंग कर रहे होंगे तो आप इन सारे सर्कल से गुजरेंगे. तो इसीलिए जो है वो इस तरीके से आदमी की अपनी लाइफ के अंदर अप्स एंड डाउन्स आते रहते हैं. ऐसे ट्रेडिंग की हिस्ट्री के अंदर भी जो है ना आपको अप्स एंड डाउन्स आते नजर आते हैं. प्लीज. ओवरऑल कोशिश करूंगा मैं. कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो ग्रुप में भी हम डिस्कस करते रहते हैं, ट्रेडिंग के दौरान भी जो हमें आती रहती हैं सामने. कुछ मिस्टेक्स हैं जो कॉमन है और ओवरऑल जो है वो जितने भी एनालिस्ट हैं, जितने भी स्क्रीन नजर नहीं आ रही.
स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही.
नहीं, स्क्रीन रुक गई है मेरे ख्याल है. मुझे
सॉरी. जी जी कंटिन्यू कर लीजिए.
जी. तो मैंने एक स्क्रीनशॉट शेयर किया है. अगर आप देखें, हमारे एक कोलीग हैं, उनकी तरफ से एक मैसेज आया कुछ अर्से पहले की बात है. और मेरा ख्याल है ये एक बिल्कुल अनयूजुअल स्टोरी नहीं है. ऑलमोस्ट हर किसी ने या तो अपनी स्टोरी होगी या आसपास के लोगों की स्टोरी होगी. यूजुअली हम जब अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे होते हैं तो हमारे पास रियलाइजेशन उस वक्त होती है जब हमारा अच्छा खासा लॉस हो चुका होता है. अब ये लॉस हमारा कैसे बच सके, हम इसको कैसे जो है वो कंट्रोल कर सकें, क्या ऐसी स्ट्रेटेजी है जिसमें हम काम कर सकते हैं, ये हमें देखने की बात. एक हमारे दोस्त हैं, उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि भाई जो है वो अभी तो आप देखें इंडेक्स बड़ी अच्छी पोजीशन पे चल रहा है और जो है वो अगर थोड़ी सी अच्छी न्यूज़ आती है तो एकदम से इंडेक्स ऊपर चला जाएगा. तो मेरा एक उस पर इनको ये कमेंट था कि भाई ये है आपकी पॉजिटिव स्ट्रेटेजी कि जब आपका टीपी हिट हो जाएगा, क्या आपने ये सोचा कि अगर ये ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो हम क्या करेंगे. उस वक्त की स्ट्रेटेजी क्या है, क्या उस वक्त का स्टॉप लॉस आपने सोच करके रखा है. मेरे हिसाब से ये सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है और यही सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट स्ट्रेटेजी है जिसका हमें हर वक्त ख्याल रखना चाहिए. अपने सेंटिमेंट्स पे कंट्रोल होना चाहिए. आप कभी भी इमोशंस की बेसिस पे कंट्रोल यानी ट्रेड नहीं करते. ये कहना आसान हो रहा होता है लेकिन जब आप एक्चुअल ट्रेड कर रहे होते हैं ना उस वक्त आपको अंदाजा होता है कि इसकी कितनी ज़्यादा वर्थ है और ये विदाउट प्रैक्टिस आ नहीं सकती. बंदा कोशिश कर रहा होता है कि जो मेरे पास कॉल्स आ रही हैं, मुझे ये बताएंगे, मैं कंटिन्यूसली उर्दू में बोल रहा हूँ, किसी को कोई लैंग्वेज की प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है. आई कैन कंटिन्यूसली स्पीक इन इंग्लिश बट जस्ट आई एम ट्राइंग टू बी एज नेचुरल एज पॉसिबल.
थोड़ा सा मिक्स कर लें क्योंकि कुछ हैं मतलब इंडिया
ठीक है.
से हमारे मेंबर्स, स्पेशली साउथ इंडिया से, तो
ओके.
दे फील डिफिकल्टी इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग,
ओके, नो
सो
प्रॉब्लम.
यू कैन मिक्स. ओके.
I'll just try to mix. Actually, I did not realize, but I'll just try to be like mixing between the two.
Or
Whenever we are
just the main content you can discuss in English and then answers or something we can you know
yeah, main
answer
content
it.
is already in English
Okay.
in the slides, but I'll just try to
Okay.
mix. No problem, inshallah. As much as I can remember, I will do my best. Uh, as I mentioned, during the trading, we have to keep on controlling our emotions, and that can only be done when you are doing a proper risk management. We will just look into some tools how to do a proper risk management later on, but this is something which we have to keep in mind. We have to always check for the position sizing, where we are putting a stop loss, how we are putting stop loss, and what is the quantity. These are the things which will help you preventing your losses and which will actually help you grow further by keeping small profits or at least a continuous profits. Again, we should not be going to chase the losses. Sometimes when we are entering into a stock, we hit the stop loss and then we just get angry. and we just keep on following the same stock again and again and again and again. And that is one of the reason, or that is one of the things which is somehow common among the traders. So those who are experts, they just say, don't chase your losses, stick to the plan, and whatever you have done, just forget about that. Look for other stock. Next, Abu Mutadawi. Within the trading, we have a very common rule. It's a saying, but still it's not a fact. We cannot call it a fact. It's called 90-90-90 rule. They say 90% of the new traders lose 90% of their money within the first 90 days. And this is just, again, it's a combination of emotional trading. It's a combination of unplanned trading. It's a combination of just going, like, looking into one direction, whether I'm going into the profit and I'll not hit my like stop losses. अगेन ये कोई कंफर्म स्टैटिस्टिक्स नहीं है, बट इसको बेसिस बना के हम एटलीस्ट अपने आप को ये देख सकते हैं कि आर वी अमंग दोज 90%, और लेट्स से इफ इट इज 50%, लेट्स से if it is 40%, we don't want to be among those 40% who are leaving this market. This market is not easy, but this market is not as difficult as sometimes we start thinking it to be when we are among the losses. So how to like take care of these losses, or how to avoid these losses? uh, there are some ways to do it. Whether what are the reasons? Lack of knowledge and experience, as I mentioned. You just imagine an unrealistic expectation. Why you do it? Sometimes some of your friends say, oh, this company is going very well, and we know one of my friend is working, they have new projects coming, and then you invest a lot of money there. You did not see their financial reports, you did not check their charts, you did not see, just based on the news or someone's recommendations, you just enter into the market. Then there comes another stage, emotional trading. You get into it and you just stick to it. So you keep on getting involved more and more. You did not do a proper risk management, you did not diversify your portfolio, so you will be among those 90%. Next, Abu Murtaza. Next slide, please. Yes, yes. Again, how to avoid these issues? Educate yourself. Just go small. Don't bring all of your money here, or all of your savings at one time. कभी भी जो है वो किसी भी यानी किसी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट में अपनी सारी जो है वो अमाउंट नहीं लगा देते, बल्कि आप जो है वो स्लोली उसको ट्रेनिंग के साथ, एजुकेशन के साथ आप उसको लेकर चलते रहते हैं. Again, always develop a trading plan, discussing with your mentor, discussing with the experts, doing the proper practice, proper planning, and just practice on your demo account. When you have seen your test, you have seen your results, they are working very well, then you can just continue doing it on the demo account, and there you can practice emotions. Again, it is still not a real account. The real emotions will come when you will come to the real trades. But this will be a good way to check in the market how you can analyze your strategies. It can be a simple support resistance strategy, it can be a simple moving average strategy, it can be a MACD, it can be an RSI, it can be combination of few, but test it before you actually come into the market. So this is what they are saying. When you want to become a successful trader, you should spend some time, you should put your efforts properly, and just be disciplined trader. 90-90 rule is a call to action. Just not and just don't keep on watching YouTube videos and keep on implementing whatever you are thinking on your real money. It's best to retest, go back, do proper education, risk management. Next, Abu Muttalib. Again, this is just another way of describing. Most people do not start. Sometimes when you start, asking anyone, I want to invest in the financial market, or I want to go for trading, oh, they will say, no, 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 don't go into it. It's a gambling, or it's not halal, or it's not legal. So these are the comments you will listen from your friends, or overall anyone. Usually we are not very familiar with this market, or sometimes people just only realize that real estate is the key. We should invest in the real estate. I'm just talking about specifically for the trading, although this particular thing is always even for our life. If you don't start, you will not be able to continue. And those who are not continuing, like those who continue, most of them does not like give up. Again, there are very few who will become the winner. It needs your practice, it needs your education, and definitely it needs a proper plan. Next, please. Again, it's if you can just see the bottom portion, most of the investors, like 50%, they just say that 50% of the traders will leave the market at this portion where the losses are there. Then whatever remained, 40% just fed up after some cycles. They saw two losses cycles, and then finally they are out. Finally, whoever remains, usually it's 10% who just practice, who just master their strategies and just keep on learning. Next. Again, this is again a cycle. You can just see the top portion when you see the market is going up, and then people enter into the market, which is one of the worst time to enter into the market. But just since everybody is entering, you will think that yes, I should enter the market. Again, the cycle goes on. You panic. The market is going down, and then you exit when it was the best time to enter the market. You are exiting because you are in heavy losses. So this is the in a life cycle of somehow trading. These cycles keep on coming and going, and you just need to time the market properly by getting the education. Can we move next? Again, always expect the unexpected. You don't know how the market will behave. You have planned everything. You know everything as per your plan, but you suddenly some news is coming, or suddenly there is something in the market, or maybe in the macroeconomics you find out something, and you did not plan your stop losses. So then definitely you will be losing your amount. So always be prepared for the unexpected and have backup plans in place. Sometimes you do more averaging, sometimes you diversify your portfolio, sometimes you just take care of the breakouts, sometimes you just enter when there is a retest. So these things we will be discussing, whatever I'm just sharing, taking the keywords, we will be discussing on the charts. But just to give you a heads up, and just to let you be familiar with these terminologies, I'm just sharing it with you now. Next. Again, when you are in profits, don't consider that. Just don't get excited. Don't get overexcited. And if you are in losses, don't be sad. This is the market where people get wins and where people get losses. So both are possible. Again, it's an example written there that if you are over speeding and police is not catching, it does not mean that you are safe. You should not do it. It means we should do a proper planned strategy, and we should continue in this market in a proper educated way. Next. As I mentioned, diversify your portfolio. It's a common saying, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. So just diversify as much as possible, but do it properly. Don't just put random and just invest all of your amount. Next. This is just an example. I think most of the people are familiar with this particular stock, 4013. It was giving very good returns earlier. Can you hear me now, or is there any interruption? My voice is clear. Hello.
Yes, your voice is clear.
Okay. So this is the stock for 4013 Sulaiman Habib. I was working with my friends, and we were just noticing since beginning that every time it is hitting this particular trend line, it is taking a rise. You can just look into my profile, and I have been sharing this particular scenario earlier. But if you just notice, I think where is the time? It was in August, somehow August. Yes, if you just notice, in August, this particular trend line was broken. Some of my friends were unable to exit. I just exited on the top. If you just see the top red line, I had my stop loss there. Yes, here I just below this one. I had my stop loss there, and I exited. It since I'm just putting an automated exit. I'm just not usually trading during office hours. I'm just putting the trades as per plan, and whenever it hits, it hits. I do not decide, or I do not change my plans based on the scenario. So just to give you a case scenario, that when it broke this particular trend line, it felt that it will take like a complete downtrend. Again, as I mentioned in my previous slide, when it was going high, don't get overexcited, which was the case before August. People get overexcited. No, this is the best stock, and it will keep on going, and it will keep on going. They put all of their amount there. On the other hand, when it started going down, this particular trend line, lots of people I know that some of them I know that they booked their losses. If some of you have gone through their reports, you must have seen that they had very good financial scores. They were just going into some of the expansion, so their cash flows were having some issues or concerns, but it was for the development. So again, if you had this information, you would be continuing to do this one, like continue to invest in your stock peacefully, since you know that your scores were good. You do not have any concern for this particular stock. And finally, if you just see, it took a good support from yeah yeah, just bottom, below this one. Yeah, it made a double bottom, and then it is again back to the same channel. So I'm just calling this particular bottom portion as a false breakout, false breakdown, and it is again going back to the same channel. So this is just an example that uh, we should not be um, just looking into any chart superficially. We have to go somehow deep into it, more technically and fundamentally. And you cannot do it by just going through any calls, or just looking any taking advice from any of your friends. You just keep on educating every day, and this is the way that you keep on learning from each other. Just share the knowledge. You will get to know that how to look into each stock. Next. Yeah, this is again another example from Tanmia. I was here since this particular horizontal support. You can just see in July, last July, not this one, 2022. So it keep on again moving up, then suddenly it start going down, and luckily I had my stop loss on the top portion here, again on the top, extreme top. You can just see on the top when I'm putting the harmonic pattern C. Yeah, point C. So just below that one, my stop loss was engaged. Since I was trailing my stop loss, I was just keeping the stop loss at every higher low position, and I exited. But I know that some of my friends again could not get exit, and then they had to like book some of their losses. Some still stayed there. Now they are just like back to the normal. They got some of the dividends meanwhile. But the point here I'm just trying to make that the market always moves ups and down. You just need to go check what is the reason. If you can just check through technical analysis or even the fundamental analysis, but you have to keep a proper eye on it. Next, please. Next, Abu Mutadabi. Yes, again, the trend is your friend. It's a common saying. Go back. Yeah. So the trend is your friend. Diversify your portfolio. Be patient. Don't get panic. Just go slowly. Know when you want to walk away. I gave you an example for Tanmia and Suleiman Habib. When you had stop loss hit, just walk away. Stay there. Stay away from the market or stay away from this particular stock. When there will be time, you can enter again. There's no problem on that. Again, never stop learning. This is also a learning phase when you are hitting your stop loss. So this is also a phase of learning. When you are hitting your TPs, this is also a phase of learning, but you have to keep a close eye on that. Again, they say there is no such thing as easy money. So you have to put your efforts, you have to put your time. Don't get involved, don't be attacked by your ego itself. The market will remain rational even more than you. The patience what you keep with yourself, the market is different. So just don't get trapped by yourself, like your internal ego. Next, please. Again, sometimes there is an example of falling knife. Like there was very good stock, it keep on going down, and people say no, it has very good fundamentals, it will come, it will rebound. No, it is going for the expansion, it will come up. Don't consider these news or these rumors without properly evaluating it. So again, they say buying a falling stock is risky. The price could continue to decline, leading to losses. What are the implications? Uncertain rebound. You can just identify the bottom, or again, you have to dig out what are the underlying issues. Next, please. As I mentioned, how to catch whether it is really any falling stock, or it is just taking a correction, or you are getting a discounted price. All of these things you can only get through strong fundamentals background. Your background knowledge will let you know that how this particular stock will be behaving in future. Again, some of the times they are saying there are undervalued stocks, and it will again rebound from a particular level, but this will be done through a particular analysis, proper analysis. We will be just going through some of these things. I'll show you some of the examples, but just to give you a heads up for these particular scenarios, whenever you are trading, keep these terminologies in mind. Next, please. Don't give your money to anyone else, one way or another, directly or indirectly. Nobody will take care of your money more than you yourself. So how to take care of this? Just there are different, everyone is different. Everyone has different vision, different background. uh, Whatever purpose they are trading, you might not be of the same purpose. So again, these are some of the like key points I just mentioned it to keep in mind, and the slides will be available with you. But just keep in mind, don't get trapped by someone else taking your money from your own pocket just because it looked attractive, and you keep on giving them money directly or indirectly. Means just buying their calls. Buying their calls means just going, someone else is trading and you just get into it. So your strategy is different than his strategy, your amount is different than his amount, and your vision, your purpose is different than his. Next. Again, do your own research, ask questions, and I believe the platform what we are right now connected is one of the great example. When everyone is connected, you have one question, you have many experts to answer. You have to just keep on sharing the information. Again, evaluate. Even if you receive the information, it is just for your particular learning. Move properly by proper risk management. Again, money mindset, you have to keep on like looking for these concepts. They say SIP, systematic investment plan, power of compounding. Just uh, with the time, how the exponential growth is there, you can't imagine. Like within few hundreds can they make you millions. But if you just keep on doing consistently long term investment, stay in the market, and trust in your investment if you have worked it out properly. Next, please, sir. Uh, this is just an example. Hope for the best. You are going to hit your TP, but be prepared for the worst. That's the life lesson. Be ready for the stop loss. It can come. Don't work without a stop loss. That's something my sincere advice would be for everyone, for every trade. I know there are long-term investors who don't put their stop losses there, but they are experts. They know why they are not putting their stop losses. They have the reasons. They may have an additional amount, but at least for a beginner, we should not be trading without a proper stop loss. One of my friend, I'm sure he must be in the session now. He says without a stop loss, the trading is haram. We should not be trading without a stop loss. So again, whenever you are making a call, you can just see I'm trying to have both scenarios. When I'm at the resistance level, there is a support resistance level at this particular blue line. You can just see, I know that the price is here. It looks like, yeah, just, yeah, at the end, towards right, further, yes, here. You can just see, I know the price is at a particular level. It may go up, but it may go down. Right now it looks like that it is going down, but it may go up. So before when it reaches my support resistance level, I should be ready. And it is not the case for this particular strong support resistance line, but every location. Whenever you are trading, keep both scenarios intact. Next, please. Again, you can just see, this is another example where I'm just trying to keep be ready for both. You can just see it may uh, break all-time high and go further up, but on the other hand, it may become a double top and then it can come down. How you will realize? Now again, you have strategies for this one. Sometimes I take profit for, let's say, 70% of my amount and keep 30% there. And when it break the resistance, then I go up. I can see here the volumes are increasing. I have many positive signs, I know. But even in that case, I will try to be safe by keeping my stop loss intact. So again, always keep on tracking some profits at significant levels so that you can stay in the market. And when your levels are reached, or when you have passed a significant level, just enter it again. There is no harm in doing it, but be safe. So usually it's better to protect, to keep an eye on your losses rather than just keeping an eye only on your profits. Next, please. Again, this is just another example. I am having a triangle breakout. I can just see that it gave very good green candles, but I know that it retests. So if it retests, and it retests to a level where I may not be able to handle the pressure. In what sense? Because my portfolio will not be able to sustain this particular risk, this particular loss, because it has already gone such high amount that I have to let it breathe, let it come down so that it comes within my range. Don't take the trade at such high levels. Even if you are taking it, just keep your stop losses intact and TP is high. But when you will enter at this particular stage, your stop loss will be much high. You can just see stop loss is so far and TP is just very close. Why I'm keeping this TP particular, you can just see on the extreme left, almost all time high is there as this at this particular TP. Yeah, but the stop loss, you can just see it has gone very very high. So again, you have to be smart in picking these by getting continuous learning and keep on seeing the scenarios. Next, please. There is a common question: how to put a stop loss? You can just see every other day we are listening from colleagues that how to put a stop loss there. I'm just giving an example. This is a Diraya platform, and you can just see I'm just using a position sizing in tool from Tradingview. I will just explain you that particular tool later on, but here I just want to make sure that everybody understand how I am putting my stop loss. You can just see Diraya give you, when you are going for a conditional order, Diraya give you an option to put a conditional order, and you have to just keep your stop losses based on the quantities. Go to the next screen, Abu Murtaza bhai. Yeah, here you can see I just used a market order. This will be my stop loss trigger point. Sorry, not the trigger point. This will be my stop loss, and I'll try to explain more. I'm not using limit order here. What I usually do, and this is just my practice, maybe someone else can come up with another practice, but I'm just sharing it with you, with everyone who is beginner. And every other platform, whether it is Usmanvi Capital or Al-Raji Capital, they must have similar scenarios. You just have to check how to put it. But just to explain here, I'm using a market order here, and there is a conditional order there on just, yeah, this is market order. And yeah, here when you will put a conditional order here at the bottom, now it opens another window. This is you can just see, yeah, it will ask you what is the value you want to put this trigger, which means once it hits 249.8, it will sell at any value which will be a market order. Why I am putting the market order? It is for a reason, a specific reason. Because if you will put your conditional order at 249.8 directly, what may happen that once the price reach there, there is no buyer there. So the price keeps on going down, 240, 230, 220, and you thought that, oh, my order stop loss is already there, so it will hit. No, it will not hit. With this particular approach, let's say if it goes to directly 230, 235, whatever the price available, the first buyer is available, it will sell, and you will be out of your trade. I know it will be more than your, it may be more than your like calculated loss, but since it is already going very down, so let it be out, like let it be real stop loss. And I use the same approach, by the way, for TPs also. Like when it goes more than, you can just see, yeah, less than or equal at the same location. If I have to put TPs, I'm using greater than or equal, and then I just use the same mechanism to put the stop loss. I believe this is clear, but this is very important thing for every trader, beginner or even the experts, to put the proper stop loss strategy. Next, please. This is one of the tool I was just trying to mention earlier. This is very critical to me, and none of my trade goes without calculating this particular. I forgot to mention here from where I picked it, but it is on the left menu. You will just see, yeah, here, just below this one, just below, yeah, this one. This is the one. When you will click here, you will find out this long position, and you will have a tool on the right side. You can just see on the green and red color. Not here. Yeah, here. This is the one. So this will be there. So when you will double click this one, you will find out this particular menu, which Abu Murtaza bhai, earlier you were pointing down left on. Yeah, this one. And what is this? Just I will try to explain. Let's say you have an account of 10,000 riyal, and you want to go with 1% risk. Yeah, just go a little down. Risk. You can just see risk. The third row. Abu Murtaza bhai, can you hear me? Yeah, just above. Yes, here. Yes, yes. So if you have 10,000 real total amount and you are going with 1% risk, so it can you are just putting an entry price and stop loss price. Okay, these all you will put manually. So what it will give you, it will show you the quantity, how much quantity you should be buying. You can just go back towards right to the right, Abu Murtaza bhai. Yeah, here you can see the quantity. Just see the quantity. Yeah, quantity 13 is written there. Is it clear to you? Quantity 13. Yeah, here. This is the one. So it means it is allowing me to buy only 13 stock of at this particular price, which is 177.2. What will happen? Let's say my stop loss will be hit, which is almost minus 4%. So at this particular position, when the stop loss will be hit, my risk will be 1%, which is for 10,000 real will be 100 real. So I will only lose 100 real for this particular trade, even if the stop loss is hit. I believe this particular tool, we should be mastering it, because this is something which is part of your risk management. This is something which will allow you to diversify your portfolio, because when it allowed me only 13 stock, which means 13 into 177, almost let's say 1500 1600 reals, it allowed me for only this much amount. So other amount is reserved for me, and I can enter into another stock. So I believe this concept is clear, and you can go more in details about this one. But I just wanted to emphasize that these tools are very critical to take care of your losses, or even to get a proper profit risk reward ratio. Next, please. Again, this is another example I just wanted to give for the risk management. Just see, you are seeing that a stock, it just gave a good breakout, so I can enter with a a small stop loss. So when it was a small stop loss, you can just see it allowed me 38 stocks to buy, which means I can, here it allowed me 38 stock with the same risk appetite. I had I just kept 1% risk, and still it allowed me 38 stocks. So this is just to give you an example, and we can discuss more in the groups whenever we are trying to get into any stock, if anybody wants to get this information. Next, please. Again, this is one of the thing I want to share, that let's suppose I entered 38 stocks, or usually I just keep myself in round numbers, 15, 20, 25, 100 or 1000, whatever. So what I do, I just leave few stocks within my portfolio if I know that I will be going to enter in again into the market. So what happens that 2-3 stocks remain there within my portfolio, and I can just keep an eye on it, and whenever it crosses my level, I enter it again. So this is something, just a side note I just wanted to share, how I usually do the trades. Next, please. Again, there are for Diraya, they are allowing the live charts on Tradingview. It can be connected with the Tradingview. and you can take a trade directly from the Tradingview if you have the Raya platform. Even they are allowing the live charts if you have some specific amount of trading value. SNB Capital has some features. Al Raji Raji has a Mubashir live prices option. So
Sound is good.
usually is needed for those who are actually doing the day trading. If somebody is
Excuse me.
a long-term investor, he should not be bothered a lot about this particular.
Your sound is a little bit
Just
low now.
Decrease.
there. I'm just sharing with you the screenshots of the stop loss window. When you select finalize your stop loss, then these two windows are appearing at the end. So
Abdul
just
Quddus
make
bhai.
sure that you are familiar with
Excuse
these
me.
windows. I'm just putting it next to it. Again,
Um,
this is one of
Voice is low actually. Can
method
you
for
come closer to the mic?
sentiments control. You know, whatever is written for you, it will come to you. Whatever was not for you, it will never come to you. So don't
Hello.
go behind it. If someone
Can
else
you listen
has
me?
got the profit and he was
Excuse
already
me.
into the market or he was already into a particular
Abu
stock
Murtaza bhai.
which he was thinking that I
जी
would
जी
buy
आपकी आवाज आ
and
रही है.
he missed it, leave it. It
ये
was
आवाज
not
कम
for
आनी
you.
शुरू हो गई ना.
Written for you. So risk min Allah is it will come. And जो मिल गया उसे याद रख, जो नहीं मिला उसे भूल जा. This is something you have to always keep in mind. Whatever you have got, whatever you have lost, still say Alhamdulillah. I did not lose a lot. With this mentality, with this approach, you will not be like going out of your sentiments or out of your. You have to just keep an eye on this particular keywords that whenever you are in this particular market, you have to keep a sentiments control. Someone else profit was not your profit for someone else.
कुद्दूस भाई जरा सा माइक की क्लोज बात करें, जरा सा वॉल्यूम लो है. वॉइस इज लो.
आवाज आ रही है?
जरा सा और जरा सा लाउड जरा सा बोल लें आप.
एक मिनट में तो जस्ट अभी आवाज आ रही है? हेलो,
आवाज आ रही है मगर लो है जरा. अगर आप जरा सा ऊंचा बोल लें तो आ जाएगी.
ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा. जस्ट अभी भी आवाज स्लो है?
जी हाँ बिल्कुल स्लो है.
मैं खुद ही ज्वाइन करता हूँ जरा मुझे.
ओके.
हेलो हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी?
हाँ अब हो गया.
अब बेहतर हो गया जी.
ठीक है. आप उसी स्लाइड पे चले जाएंगे. मैं बस क्विकली फिनिश कर रहा हूँ. मेरे ख्याल में काफी लेट हो गया, बट जस्ट कुछ चीजें हैं लास्ट.
जी 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 बिस्मिल्लाह.
अगेन जी जी जस्ट फोकस ऑन योर पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड. एक बड़ा प्रॉब्लम जो मैं सबसे ज्यादा देखता हूँ, whenever there are so many messages on WhatsApp, you just distract yourself, and this we are in the times of distraction. So just focus on your trade, plan your trade, and just keep an eye on it. Don't look into it if it was not for you. Next, please. Um, when we will be going to live charts, I just kept it there so that I can go through all these. I usually do simple support resistance strategy. Then I go for the trend lines. I just check for the channels just to keep an eye. Dow theory is a basic for me. I cannot do any trade without Dow theory. Moving average, just some of the indicators I just mentioned, patterns, indicators, seasonal indicators. Some of them are related to fundamentals, but whatever the indicators are there, they are lagging indicators. They cannot predict the future, but yes, it is a good probability. You can estimate it. People are doing a technical analysis based entire trading, but you have to keep in mind, you have to be expert to do this one. You can only do it by keep on doing the practice. Top down funnel analysis, I'll just go through during the live chart. I'm just keeping a macroeconomic conditions, and then just go towards sector, and then individual stocks. That's my usually way of making a call. Next, please. This is just an example that how the market is moving, what are the macroeconomics. So just I put a screenshot from Visual Capitalist. So if I have some news, I just keep an eye how the market will move. Next, please. Again, how the sectors are moving. You can just see, I just try to keep the entire sectors comparing with TASI, how they are moving within a day, within an year. All this is available on Tradingview, and we will just see on the live charts. Next, please. Again, these are the almost 20 years data for each month, how TASI performed. What is the bias for that particular month? If you have something in keeping in mind, you can just at least have some feeling. I'm not saying based on this you just do the trade, but at least have an overall view of the market. Next. Again, these are some of the parameters. What was the daily volume, average volume each year? These are some of the parameters you can just keep on looking and just see. Today the market was red, but the volume was dry. There was no volume, so you may not be having major concerns. Today the market went high, but the volume was very low. So definitely it is not very healthy. So some of these things which may come by practice, you can keep an eye on. Next, please. Again, this is for each day. For few years, I have just noted down how they usually perform. We can just check from the some of the values which are available in investing.com or even Tradingview screeners. Next, please. Again, as I mentioned, for macroeconomic, it is similar to Rubik's cube solve. When you are solving a Rubik's cube, you are keeping a particular block in mind, but on overall box also you keep an eye. So when you are trading in a particular stock, keep an overall view of the macroeconomic sector, conditions too, whether it was for a sector or it is for the entire market. Next, please. I mentioned two stocks, 24031 and 2281. Don't love any particular stock. Don't get involved into any of your investment. Our target is to buy low and sell high. So how to do it? Just ride with the trend. We are usually going for the uptrend, going for the downtrend. It's a short call usually. I'm not doing it because it's not allowed for as per Sharia experts. So whenever you have an uptrend, just go to the in the direction of the trend. It is always best to go with the trend, not against the trend. Next, please. you have lost a day. It is not the entire trading journey. It is not the entire life. Even this is a life lesson for us. Just it is one of the day. It might be continuous 2 days, or it might be uh, uh, just a beginning of many green days. So don't get involved into it. Always uh, just take it a single day. Next, please. Again, don't keep your heartbeat involved within the trading itself. Move away from the market when you are not involved. Just make your calls when you are focused outside the of your busy times, so you are out of your sentiments. Next, please. Again, this is the market was going down. It was just an in between time. Earlier it was also moving up, and in future also it is going to move up. So it's just a bad day when they identified it. You don't know when is the next uptrend, and definitely these financial markets move in cycles. So next, please. Again, similar examples. You were at one of the bad day. Just live your life every day as a new day. Next, please, sir. Again, keep on doing every day. Keep on doing every day. That's important. Every day means consistently, not necessarily. I'm not talking about the day traders, but just do it consistently. That will give you all the polishing, all the finishing what you need to trade in the market. Next, please. This is overall picture. The life, what it is mentioned, I liked it. In 3 words, I can sum up everything. I have learned about life. It goes on. Whether it is life or it's trading, it goes on. Someday good, someday bad, someday neutral. Next, sir. You have to pass through all these cycles when you are going to trade. You have to pass through, so that will give you a sentiment control. And I'm just saying again and again, if you are not educating yourself, you are putting yourself in a trap. Next, sir. You finish, you polish yourself. Any random piece, it will be a finished product for you. So at one day you will be standing somewhere where you can be more confident than your initial days, but it has to be a consistent. Just go step by step. Next, sir. Within few days you were expecting something, but it takes time, so do it consistently. Next, sir. This is again common for life and trading. Just do very small step but consistently. Quick, sir. Yeah, this is one of the example I wanted to emphasize more. If you have done something, go back, look into it, educate yourself. If you need to redo it, just redo it. There is no harm in looking into your mistakes, or no harm in looking into it with a fresh eye. I just had I saw one example today from Dr. Puram. Can you just go to the next slide? Yes, this is the thing. You just see, he was following up for a particular stock, and he's right away, whenever he observed something, he mentioned this is a change of plan. And this is where we have to do it. When we observe something, we have to make sure that we do not uh, just fight with our original plan. Next, sir. Again, don't let the market beat you. Just decide how you want to beat the market. Next, sir. Balance your life. This is one of the item to focus. Next. I'll just, we can go quickly. Yeah. Again, just make a balance in work and life. You will have, yes, sir. Next, no problem. Initially it looked like very simple. The small triangle on the left, you can just see, seeing the YouTube videos, my friends profits, I feel, oh, it is very easy. You put the money and next day you just take out the money. When you enter into the market, you find out, oh, it's different, it's difficult. But if you keep on going, you know, okay, how are the boundaries, how you need to keep yourself intact. So that's for life also, and definitely our trading is a complete way of doing it. So I just kept it as a diversification for your particular trading. Next, sir. Again, just start your journey. That's my message. Practice, practice, and practice. Next, sir. If you will not enter, you will not gain the market. Just put your yourself on risk, but enter into the market. Next, sir. Make a proper strategy. Take actions. Next, sir. Again, flexibility. This is the thing. When there was a call made, you have to be flexible with your plans. It may be one way or another. So don't be too much rigid on your plans, because none of us are accurate. So be flexible with your support resistances, with your trend lines, with your averages. So be flexible. Next, sir. Again, if you are not entering into the market, you are not going to learn the market. Next. If you have no vision, you cannot make a strategy. You cannot make any of your calls. Next. I'm just trying to be very quick, because these slides will be available and anybody can look, but this is very important to look into it. I'll just try to explain. Initially, when you did not have the information, you were getting into trap, as I mentioned, 90-90-90 rule. If you are not out of this particular area and you keep on doing it, stay focused, your growth will be exponential and you will see it yourself. That's what the motive for learning. And I must appreciate the entire team who is running voluntarily the groups. Really, this is something beneficial for the entire family. I just saw it's almost 750 members, and this goes with the consistency. So keep on educating yourself. This is again an example, a real example. I can have two scenarios. If you can just notice, this particular trade, I was looking for a breakout, and you just see the green candle after the consolidation, it showed up. So for me, there are two possibilities. I enter it right now, possible, but it will be, I am calling it an aggressive entry. You can just see on the top, aggressive entry of breakout. Yes. But on the other hand, I know that it will come down and it will be a retest. Yeah, just it will go up, then rebound. Here will be my conservative entry. So will it come? Yes. It may come. Will it not come? Yes. This is also possible. So what I have to do, and what I usually do, sometimes I just enter with an aggressive entry, maybe with 5% or 10% amount, just to keep an eye, because it worked as I was expecting. But when it will retest, or when it will start taking another ride, then I will enter with my full amount. Again, the message is clear. Hope for the best. Keep an eye on your TPs, but be prepared for the worst. Keep your stop losses intact. Next, please, sir. Again, be consistent whenever you are moving consistently. You will see it yourself. But again, don't get in love with any of your stock. If it is not for you, if it hits your stop loss, just go away. Don't insist on something which was not yours. Next, please. Again, it's almost I just want to cover the entire discussion. Mastering and exit and entry strategies is a continuous learning process, and that's the message I want to give everyone. Backtest whatever the strategy you want to keep. You want to go with the support resistance, trend line. You want to use any particular indicator, use it, but just do it properly, do it consistently, and check it on each stock or whatever the stock you want to do it. But again, keep your risk management, keep your tolerance intact. How much you can tolerate with your stop losses. Keep your discipline, focus while you are trading. keep your emotional cycles away from the trading. Don't trade on a bad day. Sometimes you just have to close your computer and leave the market. That's best for you. Don't get trapped into it. Practice, practice, and practice. That's the key. Again, whatever the strategy you feel it works for you, just master it on your own style. Entry and exit strategy is a journey. It's not a destination. It will keep on continue every time. These are the last items. I just kept it. We will be discussing during our live charts, whatever we will be doing it. I think these are last two slides. It's just a summary. You can just see it had a good rally for an amount of time, but then it started going down. So you may notice for some of the people, they are happy when it is going down because they know it is coming at a discounted value. But who can identify this? Those who are educating themselves technically, fundamentally, they know how to trade in the market. So just educate yourself. That's my message. Again, if you feel that this particular stock is not coming into your going as per your plan, don't get stick to it. Just move away from it. A well-made plan, well-executed strategy, it will take you to the destiny what you are looking for. Next, sir. This is one of the strategies. Sometimes I use it. As I mentioned earlier, for the breakout, I enter with a small amount. You can just see this is just an example. It starts with a 20% initially. Let's say I start with a 10%. Then I take profit on first dip. Then I enter again and then sell the next 50%. So sometimes you have to keep on booking some profits. Don't keep on waiting and one day you realize, oh, it went up to this much value and unfortunately I could not sell it. I thought it will go further high. So just book some profits, take some small bites, and then move with the market. Next, sir. Again, as I mentioned earlier, sir, sometimes it's not the day. Just be away from the screen. And I really like Dr. Puram's message that day. I'm not on the screen. I'm receiving only alerts. When you know your levels, alhamdulillah, you have peace of mind. All prayers for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the message I just want to give everybody. Educate yourself. You will have such peace of mind. I think this is almost the end of the presentation. We can have the live charts today and tomorrow, whatever the time suits. Thank you again, Abu Murtada bhai, and thanks everyone to listen to me. Random thoughts. I'm not sure how much compiled it is, but I just wanted to give a message, whatever information I have. I just shared with you. I hope we all get these profits. We all get the benefits what we are looking for.